This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's a delight for me to meet here with you in these online lessons. In this video, we're going to work on some rhythmic exercises together. We're working on mastering these rhythms, which can help us when we're playing music, whether we be strumming chords or reading notation, improvising. Having good rhythm matters. So in this video specifically, we're going to look at adding eighth notes. So in the last video, we worked on a bunch of exercises in 4/4 and 3/4 time, both of those time signatures where everything fell on the beat. There were quarter notes, half notes, dotted half notes, and whole notes. Now we're going to look at some exercises where we're adding the eighth note rhythm to the game. And this adds some complexity, so it's going to be great. This video accompanies the Theory and Technique book from my Method Book series. We are on pages 14 and 15 with this video, working on exercises 15 through 21. We'll be working in both 4/4 time and 3/4 time. As we're jamming on these exercises, you and I will be playing right along with drums accompaniment. Helps us keep track of the beat, helps us feel how these rhythms sit just within kind of a nice, normal 4/4 or 3/4 time groove. So it's going to be awesome. Now remember that eighth notes are a subdivision of the quarter note. The quarter note is usually our beat division. That's usually how it works. So with that subdivision, we've cut the quarter note in half. So each one of these is worth a half of a beat. What we're going to do when we're counting these, which you might recall from the video I did on counting, is when we have the eighth note that falls on the beat, we're going to give it the number of the beat that it falls on. And then for the one that falls in between the beat, we're going to use the word and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that sort of thing. Now it can help when you're getting started with rhythms where there's eighth notes present to just count all of the beats with that subdivision so that you can feel it when you get to a spot that has an eighth note. So for that first measure with number 15, for example, there's a quarter note, 2 eighth notes, a quarter note, and 2 eighth notes. I could say 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, or alternatively, I could say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so I can get used to feeling where those subdivisions are. That can help me find exactly where to place these notes that fall on the offbeat. So that's kind of either way. The reason for counting helps us get started with learning where to place these figures. As we get used to these rhythmic figures and how music feels, a lot of times the counting goes away and all we're feeling are the beats and the subdivision of the beats kind of in our body, and we just know where to put them, seeing in the music what beats and offbeats they fall on. So that's a trick for that. The other thing is with this one, just like the other one, you can strum a chord or play a note or clap or even do muted strings if you want. I'm going to go ahead and play the B note. They're written on that B line just to make it a rhythmic exercise, but I'm just going to go ahead and play that B note. Now if you wanted to add complexity to it, you could actually play through a scale or something and change pitches, and that gets a little bit tricky because you're forcing your mind to think about changing pitches and finding the rhythm. But we're not going to worry about that here. I'm just going to play the one note, that note for the rhythm. You could do a G chord if you wanted to work on these rhythms with strumming. Those are some different ways that you can do it. Since I play the B note and the G chord work well together. If you want to add other pitches, of course, if you were to play some sort of scale pattern back and forth, is a great way to force yourself to work on rhythm once you've gotten used to them and it's a little bit easier. That will conflict. You'll have pitches going against the B, but it would work okay if you wanted to still do that with these. All right, we're going to be going with drums accompaniment. Something we've learned about previously in the lesson series is how we can swing the eighth notes, meaning we can push the eighth notes that are on the offbeats further back into the beat. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it would be 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's really sort of tripletizing it, making it as though we had tripletized eighth notes. So a group of eighth notes that are triplets and have a quarter note followed by the eighth note. So this first one will get 2/3 of the beat, and the third 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and You can practice these. We're going to do it here with even eighth notes. It's important to get used to learning the even or straight eighth notes first. Later you can learn how to swing those eighth notes. But here with the rhythm, we're going to work it in the strict even eighth notes as written format rather than interpreting these rhythms with swung eighth notes. But I wanted to bring that up. Okay, so each one of these is going to happen twice. Numbers 15 through 21. We will go at a slower tempo first and then a faster tempo. And you can use the video however works for you. Pause, work on it, try to play it along with me again. I'm going to play it though, and you've got it here so you know how to play them accurately and so you can play along with me and the drums. So it's going to be great. Let's do it. right, awesome. In the next video, we're going to do some more exercises that have eighth notes, but that have syncopation as well, where we've got some of these other figures like quarter notes happening in unexpected places on the offbeat with emphasis because of how we're using eighth notes. So everything that we did in this video had two eighth notes grouped together. We're going to be breaking that up, getting into syncopation. We also, with that, get dotted quarter note rhythms happening, that sort of thing. So we're going to add some complexity that comes with these eighth notes. It's going to be great. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.